So one time there was this girl named Oksana Malaya. She was thrown out of her house at the age of 3 when her alcoholic mom and father decided they no longer wanted to take care of her. So Oksana crawled her way to the dog kennel in her family's yard and curled up with the dogs. So she would spend the next 5 years of her life living with them. She learned how to walk and eat like them, and ultimately losing almost all of her humanity before the age of 10. From the night she was abandoned at 3 years old, in 1991, she was 8 years old. Oksana lived her life as a dog. She ran with the dogs, she ate with them, she played and slept with them. Oksana herself recalls the dogs breastfeeding her when she was little. They would bring her food as she got older. In an interview with Oksana, she mentions that she was never scared of the dogs, that they always took care of her and, and nourished her. During that same interview, she demonstrated how she runs like a dog, barks and howls like a dog, and she plays with sticks and tree limbs just like the dogs that pretty much raised her. It wasn't until the age 8 years old did a neighbor finally call the police. There, there little to no record about Oksana of her caretakers after her rescue in 1991. Some blame it on the times and the country. Others simply say the country felt too ashamed to let something like this actually be on record. If you would like to know more about this story, I have attached a video on my discussion. As you can see, socialization is the process by which people learn the characteristics of their group, the knowledge, skills, attitudes, values, norms, and actions thought appropriate for them. It is obvious from all it's obvious from the story that I have just told that simply being born human does not make us humans. Physically, yes, we are human, but on a mental level or psychological or sociological level, each of these children were kept from society in some way, shape, or form, and it kept them from actually growing into social human beings. Socialization in society teaches language, emotion, and even gender. In our book, there is the question, are we prisoners of socialization? And to a degree we are, but not in the way the question suggests. Humans are not necessarily prisoners of socialization as much as we rely on it. Society teaches us and shows us the things that biology does not have the ability to. A baby may cry, but do they know if they're sad? A child may fall down, but do they know they're hurt until an adult says something? Biology may create us, but socialization helps to mold us into who we are and who we become. Now, I have some facts for you. Fact number one, the basic premise of sociology is that human existence is social existence. This means that people are linked to one another and depend on each other for their very existence. Fact number two, our sense of individual identity, that is, our sense of who we are and what we are, depends on how we interact with other people. Fact number three, as we grow and mature, we experience an ongoing process of social interaction which enables us to develop the skills we will need to participate in human society. This ongoing process is called socialization. Fact number four, if a person's superego doesn't develop properly, the person would have a very difficult time functioning in society. Fact number five, the term looking glass self to describe how our conception of ourselves is influenced by our perceptions of how others respond to us. Um, the next fact. The family has primary importance in shaping a child's attitude and behavior because it provides the context in which the first and most long lasting intimate social relationships are formed. Next fact. In addition to representing the child's entire social world, the family always also determines the child's initial social status and identity in terms of race, religion, social class, and gender. Next fact. School offers more objective social relationships. School is a social institution and, as such, has direct responsibility for instilling in or teaching the individual the information, skills, and values that society considers important for social life. Next fact. Socialization helps to shape and define our thoughts, feelings, and actions, and it provides us with a model for our behavior. Last fact, socialization teaches us the cultural values and norms that provide the guidelines for our everyday life. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you. Have a good day.